Stone cold in the morning, thinking how shit this year's been. But I'm glad I won't kill this feeling.
So with all the travel bans affecting the travel to the US, I've not been able to go to the national parks in the US as often as I normally would. So when the company I work for sent me to Edinburgh for basically 24 hours, I decided I was going to check out this here, which should take me to the summit of Arthur's Seat, which apparently has amazing views of Edinburgh, and it's meant to be one of the best hikes within the Edinburgh city without having to travel. So I've walked here from my hotel, and I'll see what it's all about. As you enter Holyrood Park, there is a map clearly signing the trail and how to get to the summit of Arthur's Seat. Some sections of the trail are closed due to restoration work, but the main trail is really easy to find and really easy to follow. After a few minutes of walking, you'll come to this intersection, clearly signposting the summit to Arthur's Seat. After about 15 minutes, so not even that long into the hike, you get a really good view of the summit. It's nothing too strenuous, it's literally a hill, but if you want to work out your legs and get an amazing view of an incredible city, then I can't really see how you can go wrong. I just think I made a big mistake of coming on a Saturday with there's like kids and stuff, because they get in the way. As you get higher, the view really opens up, and then there's just one last hop to the top. There's two paths to get to the very top. I've chosen to take this one because there's less people, but it's quite steep, it's quite rocky, so I definitely recommend wearing boots rather than trainers if you can. Super windy up here, but the views are amazing, and you can see the castle in the distance. Yeah, for a short hike, it's actually really, really good. I'm quite impressed. as with most things that are quite touristy, if you just walk, so this is Arthur's Peak here, and if you just walk down the slope and up, there's another smaller version just opposite, which I'll find the name and put it on the screen now, and there's literally no one else on here, so you can sort of escape the crowds and just soak up the views for a little bit and just chill. You can see the castle, like an amazing view of the castle right off in the distance, but it's not a hard hike, like, so it was a mile bang on from when I started the trail to when I got to the summit of Arthur's Seat. But obviously I walked here from the hotel, so I've added some mileage and I've still got to go down, but in terms of a hike, it's more of a walk, I'd say. But I mean, for a city, it's pretty decent, it's pretty high, there's some good elevation gain, 60 flights that I've walked up, and obviously, whilst it's not very wild, the views of the city are like so worth it, so yeah. There are so many little mini fells with paths and things with different angles where you can view things, so you can see the Parliament of Scotland down here, obviously in the distance you've got the castle. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's bagpipes. So there you have Arthur's Seat hike in Holyrood Park, Edinburgh. So if I was to rate this hike, I think I would rate it as easy to moderate, purely because it can be quite steep in parts and quite rocky. So you could probably do it with you could do any ability, but people that are maybe bigger or have problems with their knees and stuff might find it harder, or kids even might find it harder than others. But it's not a difficult hike. You can go up and down in 2 miles, and probably about an hour to 2 hours with some time at the top. Because I'm exploring all around, it's taking me obviously a lot longer. But yeah, it's a really good hike. So if you're in Edinburgh, you've got a couple of hours to kill and you just want to work those legs out and get some fresh air, Arthur's Seat, that's where it's at.